first things first, let me say the style that I wanted to do is not the style that I ended up doing. I wanted to just do a braided ponytail. But I probably should have blow dried my hair. Instead, I wanted to do freshly washed hair. And so the style that I was trying to do wasn't working out, so I ended up just braiding it. So this is what I'm showing you guys. I'm showing you guys my braided ponytail on my freshly washed hair. So I'm watching a show and I'm cracking up. I really don't remember what I was watching. But the first thing I did, I started out by separating my hair. I wanted a side part, so I separated out the front. Did the part, and then I just pulled it back into a ponytail so I can start swooping the front of my hair. I also separated the bigger section off that side part into two so I can swoop the one section back. And then the section that I'm working with is a lot smaller and a lot more easier to work with. I am using my red brush that I've had since I've been in Jamaica. This brush has been with me for probably like 8 years now. Over 8 years now. So yeah. And I'm using my olive oil Eco Styler gel like I usually do to slick my hair. So I'm just using that to pull the back into a ponytail, and then I'm going to pull the rest of it into it eventually. So once I'm done slicking, I kind of realized that the section that I was working with for the side part in the front was a little too big still. So I took a little bit off the back side of it, and then I'm going to slick that into the rest of the hair to make it less hair to work with, to slick the front sides. And I'm pulling that into a ponytail. This is where I should have realized that it was not going to be a braided ponytail. It was going to end up being a braided bun. Because as y'all can tell, I kind of do have a lot of hair in the back. And it's too much hair for me to work to braid into a ponytail. Especially when my natural hair would not match the braiding hair that I was using. But anyways, I got some gel, rubbed it all over the side of the hair, and then I'm just slicking that hair to the side. And as y'all can see, it lays down pretty good. I'm just going back over it with the comb, and I'm just brushing it again to make sure that it slicks back. And then I'm using some Got2b glue to make sure it lay down real nice and flat. I go back over it again with the brush, and as y'all can see, every time I brush it, I also follow up with my hand to make sure that it stays smooth. And then I use the comb to smooth out any other areas that I feel like needs to stay a little bit smoother or go in a way. And then I'm going back in again with some Got2b. I really like the freeze spray because it helps my hair to stay and last longer. And as y'all can see, it's pretty slick. I haven't even put it into the ponytail yet, which is why you kind of see puffing up a little bit more. But once I pull it into the ponytail, it will lay down a lot flatter. What I wanted to do was to work with the other side of my hair to pull both of those in at the same time, because if I didn't, then I would end up using 3 ponytail holders on the one section of hair, and it would make it a lot more bulkier than it should be versus using one. So as you see, I'm just kind of slicking that side again too, adding extra gel and using the comb to slick it down however I need to. And as y'all notice, again, with each brush I brush, I'm following up with my opposite hand to slick my hair. That's how you get your hair slick. You gotta follow up with your hand and smooth it out. And it's a lot of going back and forth, and then trying to pull the other side. And so as y'all see, it's like pretty quick, pretty simple. Pull that in, and then I ended up only using 2 ponytail holders, one for the back and then 2 to add in the front sections. And again, as you see with my natural hair, I have a lot of natural hair in the back. So I could have really just left my hair like this and it would have been fine, but I really wanted my hair to be covered up, which is why I ended up adding the braiding hair into it. I spent a lot of time trying to get the braid to work, but realized it wouldn't work unless I actually blow dry the ends of my hair, which I didn't want to do at the time. So I ended up just braiding the hair out. Here I'm trying to make some little edges without actually putting too much effort and work into it. And then this is some hair that I used from my last video. I used it to braid my hair in like box braids. I tried to just braid it down to make it easier for when I actually do the braided ponytail, but I realized it wasn't gonna work. And guys, I did try several methods with this. That's the braiding hair that I use. I tried several methods with this, but if you look at the type of braiding hair that I was using and how my natural hair pattern is, my hair was way too curly for that. And again, as I said, it needed to be blow dried for it to work, and it wasn't blow dried, so I ended up having to do something else. As you can see, I tried it out. Y'all can see kind of that my hair was not matching at all. I tried it in the style of a bun to see if that would work, and that was not working either. So this is what I ended up having to do. So here what I did was I took the hair, I put a scrunchie around it, wrapped it and looped it through the hair, and then I used that to wrap over my natural hair, which I had ultimately made like a bun of my natural hair in the back of my head. So I used that to kind of wrap around my natural hair, like how you would do a scrunchie in real life, like how you would scrunchie up your bun. And then I wrapped the braiding hair around it at the top and braided over that bun. So you divide your hair in three like you usually would. I tried to make sure that hair went over my bun, not around it, but over it, smooth it around, and then I braided it like that. It was a little uncomfortable braiding it like that, but it just made it a lot easier for my hair. And I guess I could have left it like it is with the braid, but I didn't want to because I felt like that little bump at the top did not look good, and I didn't like it like that. So I ended up wrapping it into a bun. As you can see, there's a little bit of my hair peeking out too. Y'all see how many different things I was trying with this hair, guys? Me, I tell you, say that area did stress me out. I don't know if I would have tried it again. It was just not working how I thought it would work. And I really should have just blow dried my hair, but I was being difficult. Yeah, so just keep watching. Y'all gonna see. I just wrap it around again, and I ended up just braiding it how I really should have done it from the first, or should have just blow dried my hair. I braided it down, and then I just wrapped it around like a bun. This is me after defeat, guys. I was defeated. I did really kind of defeated, yeah. I don't know what show I was watching. It might have been On My Block. The braid was looking pretty nice though. If only it had worked with the style that I wanted it to work with, that would have been really cute, but that wasn't working, so I had to improvise. I don't know what kind of hairstylist I am and don't know how to do hair properly. So this is where I was trying to kind of like look at it, and the bun actually looked pretty good, but it was just not what I wanted it to be. So now I just wrap the actual braid around, and I use a bobby pin to pin the ends, and that was pretty much it. It was cute. It lasted for about a week, so I didn't have to do my hair. See, cute. Lasted for about a week.